Alrighty, guys, we are back to Once Burned. We're on chapter 18 of 24 now. We're getting close to the end, so let's get right to it and see what awaits us. Okay, here we go. You sit in the back seat of Maximus' car, your stomach in knots as you prepare to begin your first real mission. Vlad sent you to the house of one of his subordinates to test their loyalty. Vlad seems to be trying his best to keep me out of any real danger. Granted, it's smart to use my powers to test the loyalty of these beneath him, especially when we know there's a traitor somewhere. But still, there's no hiding the fact that I'm the only one being sent to those he views least likely to betray him. Everyone else has taken care of himself. How much further? Patience, we're almost there. What's this guy like, anyway? His name is Tovania. He was turned young, and that's given him a chip on his shoulder. Still, he's very powerful. Don't let your guard down. And what's the plan for once we get there? Pretty basic stuff once we tell him that Vlad's instructed us to scope out his place. You see if you can get a read off of anything. If any of these things connect to Sagala, we'll know he or someone who works for him is the mole. We're here. So here we go. We'll see. The car pulls in to Tovana's complex. A guard buzzes you through the gate. Maximus parks you. I'll get out. 2 guards armed with assault weapons walk you to the front of the house. Seeing as this is a vampire's residence, I'm guessing those guns are filled with silver bullets instead of lead. A few point-blank bursts from those could take out either of the men with me. Wonder what the men who owns all this is like. That's when you see him. Oh, there he is. I guess, boy. Then again, since he's a vampire, there's no telling how old he actually is. As Tovana approaches, Maximus and Charnel bow their heads to him. Greetings from Ursire Tovana. Tovana responds in a language you can understand, not even bothering to glance in your direction as he does. Let's greet him. Hello, Tovana. It's nice to meet you. The vampire in question looks you over with an air of ridicule. Then he turns back to Charnel, saying something else you don't recognize. Vlad requests that you speak English in front of his guests so that she can understand. Is that right? His eyes sweep over you before holding your gaze. The weight of centuries reflect back at you. No question he's an older vampire. What's more, it's clear from the look on his face that a human is less than worthless to him. If Vlad wishes, I shall repeat myself. What has happened that Vlad sent his most senior guards to my house? Without even a phone call to inform me they're coming, I might add. I should be honest with him. One of Vlad's oldest enemies is out to kill him. He's grown bold enough to attack on Vlad's home territory and most likely has some sort of mole. We're trying to widen the net to find out who that might be. And which enemy might that be? Unfortunately, we're not at liberty to divulge that at present. The barest of smiles touches Tovana's lips. Of course, I will offer my assistance. Any attack on a vampire's territory must be swiftly avenged, lest his enemies take it as a sign of weakness. Then you won't mind if Amber touches a few things in your home? Ah, then you are the psychic, yes. Word of you has already spread among my kind. Guess I should have known word of my powers would spread. But why is she here? Surely Vlad's trust in me is concrete. She's here because it's what Vlad wants. You don't have any objections to that, do you? Of course not, but to quote an American saying, If she breaks it, she buys it. You glance back at the other two. I'll let you know if I find anything. I could touch Talvana and get his vision of his past. The more I can learn about him, the better. Let's touch him. You pretend to trip as you walk by Talvana, placing a hand on his shoulder to catch yourself. There we go. Very clever. Very clever. Tovas past. The touch is brief, but long enough to see a vision. A private meeting in the woods between Talvana and Vlad. Vlad, your problem has been taken care of. The hunter is no more. And my political allies? Any proof of your vampiric identity has been wiped clean. You've done me a great service, Vladimir. That's Volavy to you. Don't forget our deal. Yes, you will give me the land in your territory and assist me with this matter, and I will serve you faithfully. Your eyes and ears on the borders, as it were. And I assume I need to remind you that will happen if you cross my mind. I need to remind you what will happen if you cross me. Flames glow around the tips of Vlad's fingers. Of course not. Volavy, I'm all yours. Or just say Vlad. Something else lurks deep in the shadow of Tobias' past, a mind you are linked with. The shadow of a lust for power and hunger that won't be satiated. And it's the last thing you feel before the vision ends. Are you all right? Yes, sorry, I'm just a little clumsy. How about that? You walk past Tova, stepping into the entrance hall of his mansion. Man, I wonder if most vampires are this loaded, or is it just the dangerous ones? Do you like it? I've always liked to think of myself as having an eye for decor. It must have cost a lot of money to do that. A cold glint echoes in Tovana's eyes. Oh, far more than money. Why do I have the feeling I don't want to know what he means by that? I would be better if we talked later. Of course. You have work to do. My apologies. And just like that, he's gone. Your initial sweep through the entrance room turns up nothing unexpected. High-class visitors, feedings, sex, and harsh discipline of his staff. It sounds like normal. Perhaps horrifying to some, but nothing linking him to Zagali. Well, that's just the entryway. Let's see what we can find a little further in. What we got here, this is inside another beautiful spot. It doesn't take long before you find a room ripe with essence, heavy objects. Bingo. If this doesn't have what we're looking for, then this guy's clean. Years of training yourself and what not to touch makes it easy to find the most essence-heavy objects. No sense going for the fancy figures or anything behind a glass case. The more something has been touched, the better. I'll start with an old pen, a worn dagger, a comfy look. I'm going to go with the comfy chair. Let's do that. You reach out and touch the chair, opening yourself up to the visions. Debulkous sex acts of the darkest kind plays out, but nothing tying Tovia to Zagala. You continue on checking practically everything in the room, yet finding nothing. Guess this was another dead end after all. You're just about to leave when you pass by a white couch, casually running a hand over it just in case. And there we go. Look at this. Zagila's past. That's when the room around you dissolves into a familiar scene complete with two figures you easily recognize. One is Marty, still nailed to the wall with silver. The other is Zagila cocks his head as you appear. Ah, my little psychic spy. I wondered when you would return. He walks over to Marty, a knife appearing in his hand as if by magic. You missed some of the fun, but not all. Wait, don't hurt him. And why shouldn't I? Zagala doesn't know my true motivations. I could trick him by saying I want to join him. That would save Marty from being tortured and would buy me and Vlad some time. I'm going to do it. Because I want to join you. If that's true, then why are you still blocking me from reading your mind? There could be other minds readers here. So, if so, neither of us would want them to know what I'm thinking. But I'm risking my life contacting you, and that should show I'm serious. Why did you abandon your loyalty to Vlad? You seemed very set on it last time we spoke. Things have changed since then. You told me Vlad was fake and nice, and you were right. Vlad even seduced me to get me emotionally attached to him. But since the first day he brought me to his house, he had people monitoring my family. I guess the best lies are those steeped in truth. No surprise there, and I'm guessing he used them against you. Yeah, as soon as you kidnapped Marty. Still jokes on him because my family and I have been estranged for years. Marty's the only one I care about. That's why I contacted you as soon as I got here. And where is he, Amber? I can't tell you. How unfortunate. His knife flashes out, leaving a sizable wound on Marty's torso. Stop, I can't tell you because Maximus and Charnel are with me. If they come, they'll kill me before they allow you to take me. Maximus and Charnel. Yes, and if they realize they're outnumbered, they'll kill me. I'm no good to you dead, so give me a little time. Vlad's sending me all over the place. As you may have heard, I'll contact you as soon as circumstances are better. If you're lying to me, your friend will experience such pain that hell will be a relief once I finally kill him. As long as you let him go once I join you. I'm going to say the same goes for you. Let's do that. I'd like to see you try. You have a week to contact me with a location to collect you. Otherwise, your friend will suffer for your betrayal. Got it. You dropped the link. I can't believe I pulled that off. And I can do this too. Someone at Tovana has a connection to Zagali. We just have to find out who captured them and let Vlad interrogate them. Then we'll find Zagali's location and save Marty. We can do this. A window shatters and the sound of gunfire rings out. A figure appears behind you, whispering to you in heavily accented English. Get down. You follow the orders, ducking down to avoid a hail of bullets. They have instructions not to harm you, but battles such as this are messy. No. What's going on? My guards are cleaning up the two you came with. Zagala has ordered me to protect you, but if you run around alone, my guards may hit you by mistake while trying to get Maximus and Charbonneau. Uh-oh. Don't kill them. Thank you for keeping me safe. Can't they wait until you and I are clear? I'm going to do that. Maximus and Charnel would turn the second they saw us leaving the premises. And with the warriors of their caliber, no risk can be taken. Regardless, I can assure you that if you do as I say, you will be safe. I always protect my allies. Now come with me quietly, with me. There is a friend in the entrance hall waiting for you. I can't just leave with this guy, especially not while Maximus and Charnel are in danger. Blast, I'm gonna have to... I guess I'll have to blast him with my powers. I don't know. You shoot out a bolt of electricity, not giving Tavala a chance to react. The crackling bolt strikes him hard, knocking him back hard against the wall. He tries to stand up, but you hit him once more. What the F? I didn't know you could. One more blast knocks him out, and you rush out the door before his goons can close in. Well, I guess it worked out. In the entrance hall, you see Maximus and Charnel struggling against a group of armed guards. Tovah is the traitor. You don't say. One guard seems ready to execute Charbonnel from behind, but you blast him with a bolt of lightning, fusing his gun to his hand. Thanks for the save. Don't mention it. There are too many. We need to get out of here. Contact Vlad. Tell him what's happening. I can't. But your thoughts is cut off by a sudden blur of motion. Something hard and fast slams you into the nearby wall. Round 2, biatch. The vampire from the club. You see Maximus hold a phone to his head. Vlad, it's Tovana. The traitor is Tovana. Maximus. Another guard aims his gun at Maximus, and you let loose one more blast to take him out. Good, at least Vlad knows what's happening. Hopefully he'll get here soon. You'll regret that. You don't see his fist coming. All you feel is the explosion of pain. That darkness quickly snuffs out. And that's it, people. How about that? Wow. So there's another chapter finished. Chapter 18, so we know who the traitor is now. And that's pretty much it. So as always, guys, give the video a thumbs up, and we'll see you tomorrow with chapter 19 of 20. Have a great day, and thanks for watching. Toodles!